Hey there, good morning. I am John. Today is Monday, February 13th, 2023. Time for my daily vlog. Just updating you on how things are going with my trying to make content creation a little more sustainable. I'm learning as this thing goes on that there's so many different ways to accomplish that very vague goal of make it successful or make it sustainable. It's more than just, hey, is that a good video? It's sometimes about, creating relationships and who you know and connecting with people. It's not to say that anything has magically happened, but it more and more has become evident to me that the work I'm doing on a daily basis is required to lay the pavement, but I don't think that work is what is going to ultimately pay the bills. I think it's going to open the door to something that pays the bills. Anyway, I'm not being cryptic or anything. There are swirling possible opportunities that I'm trying to grab a hold of as they go by, and we'll if I catch one, you'll be the first to know. Excuse me. Again, look, it's been 3 weeks, and I still have a little bit of a tickle in my throat from when my voice sounded like I was Lurch from the Addams Family for a full week. Yeah, it's still not quite 100% gone. It's just kind of tickling me. So sometimes when I laugh, I'll turn into that little cough sometimes. Anyhow, feel fine, just not quite 100%. Let's talk then about, it would be yesterday, it's the weekend, but talk about the last couple of days. So I had a full Saturday. I had a working Saturday. I had both my colleagues, George and Mo, were here. They actually came over to the studio and we did some work together, working on one of those projects that I mentioned I was going to work on over the weekend. It's still somewhat confidential. I can't really talk about it, but it's work we're doing in the back end for one of those, ephemeral opportunities I was alluding to moments ago. You know what? I'm just going to call it Project P for now on because I can't keep being cryptic about it. So I have a project called Project P. We'll just call it that. George and Mo came over to work on a little bit. It went well, I think, and we shot a lot of footage. I've got a lot of editing to do. In fact, I'll talk a little bit what I'm doing today, in fact. But I got that done. On Friday, I want to note that on Friday, I published a video I said I was going to try to get done by Friday or Saturday. I published it on Friday, and it was just me looking at a toy from 2016. So if this tells me that I'm starting to hit a groove where my thumbnailing is better, my titling is better, my presentation is better, clickability is better for the work that I'm doing. We talked a few weeks ago about how I learned about thumbnails. And this toy from 2016 that everybody and their brother has looked at before, I found a different angle to talk about it and did a standard long-form video. Here's the toy. Let's open the toy. Let's plug it into the TV and see how it works. Let's kind of talk about it. And it's done almost 2,500 views. It's done very well. I think it hit 2,000 within a day, within 24 hours. Phenomenal. So that's very optimistic for me, saying that there was a time before I got laid off that I would do a video, and if it hit 1,000, we were high-fiving. And now here's one that in a day has done 2,000, 22, 23, 4, whatever, however many hundred it is now. Again, it's not tens of thousands, but it's definite, it's growth that says that not only am I doing more content, but that content is getting more attention, and that's very positive progress. Speaking of getting a little bit more attention, we did cross the 19,100 subscriber mark. We did that, I want to say like Saturday morning, overnight or something. It hit pretty good. Look, we're midway through February. We're not hitting 20,000 unless Mr. Beast gives me a shout out somewhere or something, right? By the end of February. But we're doing well. Maybe we'll hit 19,250 or so. I don't know. At the rate we're going at about 10 or 12 a day, that 20 a day has really tapered off since last month. So let's talk about today then. Today feels like one of those days. It hasn't started yet. It feels like one of those days. It was working all day Saturday, and I kind of feel like I didn't get a Saturday. So even Sunday, it already felt like a short weekend. I went to bed early, and like if I were working for an employer, I would ask for today off as a sick day or a mental health day or something, just because I'm still fried from last week and only got kind of a partial day off. Not complaining, it's all work I wanted to do, right? But it feels like I'm not on, like I'm not in the groove or whatever. So I expect today is going to be I'm going to focus just on editing today because I have Project P, which I mentioned. Don't anybody read a lot into that. Like, let's figure out what it is. It's not that big of a deal, and I will tell you about it later. It's just that I can't right now. I got some editing to do on that. A lot of editing, probably a full day or more to get that complete. And even when I'm done, I can't show it to you. It's not for public consumption. I think I'll work on that a lot. I also want to prep for tomorrow is podcast editing day. So I do like to lay out the timeline for that, get the commercials done, and maybe even start editing the first segment or two. And that really ensures that I'll be able to finish the edit within that 2-hour window that I allot for myself during the live stream tomorrow. So hope to get that done. It really is just, I feel like I'm complaining that it's, feels like one of those days, but it's just like I don't feel in the groove. Maybe something will happen, something will click, in the afternoon or whatever, maybe after lunchtime, but certainly, look, I am not setting aside the possibility that I might walk in this room and go, I'm motivated to do a video, and I'll just do it. But right now, I just feel like just being a loaf, just doing nothing, because, so I don't want to do nothing. So I do those things that I can do kind of passively and kind of sit and recharge a bit. And I think just some editing is what the doctor ordered for me. Hey, thank you so much for stopping in to watch today's vlog if you did. If you're here every day, you know that I love you. I'll just tell you again. Have a great Monday. Do something great for yourself today if you can. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.